Hey everybody, welcome to the Tattooed Chap. I'm Drew, the Tattooed Chap, and today I'm going to tell you why you need to be a chaplain. So tune in. So maybe you've been thinking lately, is chaplaincy right for me? And I think that's a question that all chaplains have to ask at some point in their life, but I think it might be the wrong question to be asking. And this is the reason why. So asking if chaplaincy is right for me or my family, I think could be the wrong perspective. Let me explain a few things to you on what I mean, but before you do, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and share this video with a friend that you think might be interested in chaplaincy. So the fact of the matter is, chaplaincy is not about you, and it's not about your family either. It's about the soldier and their family. Chaplains are here to serve their leaders, their peers, and just the general soldier and their family that are within the military. And so that's the perspective that you need to have if you're going to step into chaplaincy. It's not about what I can get from it, although there are a lot of cool benefits and perks, and I have videos that talk about that. It's really about serving the soldier. Now, why do chaplains need to be present? Why do they need to serve soldiers? This, I think, is the key question. Let me give you some statistics of some things that our soldiers face on a daily basis and why we need strong men and women of faith that are in the ranks serving and helping our soldiers get through those rough seasons. So these are some reasons why you need to be a chaplain, or maybe put in a different way, why the Army needs you as a chaplain. One of those reasons is suicide. Suicide is an epidemic. I don't know if that's the right term, but it is a problem in the military. In 2019, 498 troops committed suicide. For every one of those soldiers that committed suicide, there was a whole unit that knew that soldier. There was a family that knew that soldier. And so it's a tragic loss that we lost that one person. Perhaps there was something that we could have done to stop them before they got to that point. But also after the fact, there's a hurting group of people that need someone that they can talk to. And chaplains can help fill that role. Here's a few more other statistics to think about when it comes to suicide. For every one suicide, there's approximately another 25 suicide attempts. And so that tells me that there's people that are hurting, right? There's not just the one person that committed suicide, but there's the other people that are hurting and need someone to talk to. And for every single one that attempted suicide, how many people are just thinking about it but haven't got to the point of actually attempting? Think about that. 498 people times 25. If the statistics bear true, those are people that need someone to talk to and the people that are left behind after someone's committed a suicide. And this is the thing, suicide is not a problem that is decreasing, it is something that's increasing. 2020 has seen an approximately 30% increase in suicides in the military. That is a problem. And perhaps, just perhaps, chaplains and the worldview that they have, the faith that they have, can help provide an answer to some of those existential questions that a soldier or a sailor or a Marine, an airman may be thinking. That is one reason why we need you as a chaplain. Another reason why we need you as a chaplain is family issues, right? Our soldiers are dealing with various different types of family things, whether it's how to communicate, how to do a budget, how to do just basic relationship stuff. Many of our soldiers, and maybe even some of us, weren't raised in the best of homes, and they need someone to help mentor them on how to live properly. The divorce rate in the military is about 3.1%. So that's out of every 100 marriages, 3 are going to lead to divorce. Now, that might not seem like a big number, but for every divorce, you also have to think about how many families are actually struggling and they just haven't made that decision yet. Chaplains can serve a vital role in helping those individuals survive and move into thriving relationships. Another reason why we need you as a chaplain is because we have soldiers that don't know how to deal with the stresses of life. There's soldiers out there that don't know how to enjoy life, and they don't know how to cope with the stresses that come from life. For example, 1 out of 3 soldiers is a binge drinker. That means that they live their life, they work for the week, and they binge drink for the weekend. That is what life is for them. If you're watching this video, both you and I know that there's more to life than just drinking heavily through the weekend, right? There's so much more. I'm not saying alcohol's bad, but living your life for binge drinking, there's much more to life than that. And you and I both know that, and our soldiers need to know that as well. And this is the other thing. Military members are 5 times more likely to experience depression than their civilian counterparts. There's a lot of reasons that could maybe feed into that, but chaplains have something that a lot of our soldiers don't. And it's what faith can do, the spiritual aspect of who we are, and what it can do to help us stand strong in the moments of crisis in our life, going through the tough things, and being able to find hope in the midst of the darkness. And that is something that you can bring to the table in helping our soldiers. Another reason why we need chaplains in the military is because sexual assault is a real thing. In 2018, it was reported about 20,000 service members were sexually assaulted. And that is a number that is too large. Oftentimes when we hear that number, we think automatically of women being sexually assaulted, and they do take up a larger percentage of those that have been assaulted, but men get assaulted as well. Of that number, about 13,000 were women and another 7,000 were men. Now those numbers talk about assaults and rapes, but it doesn't even talk about the sexual harassments that also occur. And chaplains have an ethic that they can bring to the table to help train soldiers, 1, how to respect one another sexually, but 2, also help people navigate going through a situation where they have been assaulted. We need you to help people walk through those crisis moments when they've either been assaulted or harassed, as well as providing an ethical guide for our troops to see each other as human beings created in the image of God and not as sexual objects or tools to be abused. So those are just a few of the statistics that point to the need for someone like you to be a chaplain in the military. And having someone that they can talk to that is, 1, mature, but can also help them navigate the spiritual side of these topics is a necessity. We need you. And it's not just about these needs, it's about the person behind these needs. Each one of these numbers, each one of these statistics is an actual person that is hurting. They don't just need physical and emotional healing, they also need spiritual healing and hope in those moments. And that's something that you as a chaplain can provide. Spiritual care is vital for the military life, and we need you to help provide that spiritual care. So I want to ask this question to you. Will you be there for our soldiers? Will you be there for our airmen, our Marines, our sailors? Will you help bring the healing to our formations, to our soldiers and our families that are going through these types of things and the many other things that life throws at them? And I ask these questions because this is what being a chaplain is all about. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's about the soldiers and their families and caring for their needs and their spiritual care. We could use you on the team. So if that's you, contact a chaplain recruiter today. And there's information down below on how to contact an Army chaplain recruiter. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you like this video, hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time. God bless and bye.